What if I told you we could turn snow falling in the night sky into millions of dollars of value through the alchemy of what we call authentication? Now, it all starts with a moment. January, earlier this year, cold night sky, one of the most iconic games for Eagles fans, which now, of course, I've become a fan of. And beyond the game, though, what we really did was lean into what this meant to people, right? To the people there, they remember who they were with and what they were doing. And again, like, snow is usually worthless. In fact, it's something you have to pay to throw away. It's a pain. We flipped that and turned it into something that was priceless to these fans because it really represents a moment. Through authenticating, again, the field snow where the game happened and bottling it in an elevated way, we turned it into over $3.3 million in value. And again, this was all unlocked through authentication paired with storytelling of what we call physical IP. And that's really what we do with the Realest, right? At the end of the day, we sell what we think is actually the most valuable thing in the world, and that's memories. You know, I love the comments that say, "This is the stupidest thing ever. I can't believe I bought it." Because that really is what it is. Like, we're not selling on margins or competing products. We're selling something that nobody else can recreate. 90% of memorabilia may be fraudulent, according to the FBI. 90%. Imagine any industry where we said 90% of items may not be real. Like, that's just insane, and that's the obvious reason why I launched this business. And as we look at the TAM and the trajectory that it's growing, we have the thesis that, hey, somebody needs to come in, and somebody will come in and corral this and legitimize it. We collect evidence, as you can see on stage, or I guess in the back room in Kendrick's dressing room, moments before he walked on stage, where we're covertly marking these items so we can definitively prove through history that that was the exact outfit that he wore. And beyond authentication, for partners, they're not taking advantage of this, and we wanted to give them control back, not only through branding and look and feel, but giving them that valuable fan data and being able to take advantage of these moments that happen directly to their fans. One of my favorite conversations was with Snoop. I told him we wanted to authenticate a blunt that he was smoking. He goes, "You're crazy, nobody's gonna buy that." And again, one man's trash is another's treasure. A month later, he's on the phone with his wife saying, "Baby, I had the second highest sold smoked item of all time behind Winston Churchill's cigar." It just goes to show that everything has value, right? It could be folding chairs, it could be jerseys, it could be these things that create headline numbers. It could also be grass, snow, movie props. It really doesn't matter. There's fandom for everything. And all of these are sitting there ready to be optimized. A piece of a mixer that Dr. Dre was throwing out, we turned into $165,000, the highest hip-hop memorabilia equipment sale. But at the end of the day, what we do is we are just storytellers. We storytell through physical IP, this new type of messaging and this new type of medium that we think is just going to become more and more important over time. We're building these platforms and on-site authenticating at the biggest events in the world. From the Super Bowl to the Academy Awards to Coachella to the Oscars, you name it, we are there and we've done it. And it just goes to show that the value of physical IP matters. And rights holders are now starting to understand that, look, these things are happening anyways. We may as well control it, protect our fans, protect the brand, and engage our audience in deeper ways. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you turn snowfall into millions of dollars in value. And if we can do this with snow, imagine what we can do with a few more years under our belt. Thank you all.